Hey everyone, welcome back to Copperline Rattler Ranch. I am Julia. It's been very windy and the threat of storms. Crazy May, crazy month of May. So everything on the outside is kind of on hold until I can get some non-windy days because I don't want to be mixing that lime plaster in the wind. And we don't have any good places to mix where the wind isn't affecting things. But anyway, just wanted to let you know, we are going to do dry pour concrete in our living room and our bedroom. We have found this channel, Country Cajun Living. Check it out. And they've done a number of dry pours with concrete. So stay tuned and you'll watch us do it. We're not going to do the whole thing in one fell swoop. It will be done in sections that we can manage. It's a really unique thing to do. So I'm not sure why anybody didn't think of it before. I'm not sure why anybody didn't make a video before. But we're going to go ahead and give it a go. Oh, wait. I didn't get that right. Cajun Country Livin. I'll put it right here. One thing I will say, once we found the videos done by Cajun Country Living, we started finding other videos done by other people who were following their instructions on how to do the dry pour. Now they have specific instructions. They're easy peasy, but they're very specific. So if you need to learn about this, go ahead and find their channel, Country Cajun Living. They'll give you all the steps and you'll see how easy it is. What I'm about to say though is we also found people who are trying to debunk dry pour concrete. And I'm telling you, everyone who tried to debunk it deliberately. We saw one channel, and I'm not going to give you the names of these guys. You'll probably find them. But we found one channel, the guy was doing a little sample dry pour in a bowl, and everything he did was wrong, and everything he did wrong was done wrong. I feel deliberately, just to debunk dry pour. So we're going to do a dry pour. We're going to follow Country Cajun Living's instructions to the letter. And we're going to have this thing work out great for us. So stay tuned and see what we do. So this is the living room and into the bathroom over here. We're going to do a little patch here first so that we always have access to the bathroom while we're working at everything. And we have to do some measuring and preparing. So this is the size frame we've kind of decided on, about 5 feet by 5 feet by 8. And we'll just do sections all throughout each room about that size. We felt like we could handle that size. And we'll probably do do this frame in here. We'll make another frame and do a section in the bedroom. And just that way we can have 2 frames going so we're not waiting and waiting and waiting. Because one of the rules, I shouldn't say rules, one of the recommendations from Cajun Country Livin' is that you leave the frames in place for 48 hours. That way you're sure to have nice rigid corners and edges and no flaking or cracking or breaking on them. So that's what we're going to do. We ordered about 450 bags of Sacrete from a big box store in Sierra Vista. Worked out a delivery date because we do not want to bring 450 60-pound bags of concrete on any of our trailers or truck or anything. Promised a delivery date, and look, we are now 3 days past the delivery date. This is where we were going to put it so we can move it easily into the house. What do you know? On them. So we have a new delivery date coordinated in 2 days. And I'm telling you, if it's not here, we're canceling that order. Now we will do some tamping on this gravel. We still have a little bit of adjustments to go, but like I said, we don't get our concrete for another 2 days. Fun. And once we get it, then we're going to just go to town on this. So if you've been watching this for a while, you know that we had a wall collapse before. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. So go back in the back and take a look. But this is the last door we got to get put in. And before we start doing this dry pour, we're going to start in the living room and then come to the bedroom, and we might just go back and forth, you know, doing sections at a time. We do know we need to bring up some height on the floor in here. Particularly this corner here is particularly low. You can kind of tell from about here on, it slopes. And we know that we need some more over in this corner as well. The rest of it might be okay. We'll kind of have to play it by ear. We do have some gravel left. We're going to take out this temporary door and that, whatever that pole is that's holding it up. And use the tractor to dump some of the rock in here. Probably not going to do it like we did before where we used the 2-wheelbarrow system because we just don't have that much to bring in. And then depending on the weather, we may put the last door in. We have one more slider to put in, or we might have to wait till it's not windy. So we're not supposed to be super windy, but the winds are already picking up. Our prediction for today was only about 11 miles an hour for the gusts, but I feel like it's pretty consistently 11 miles an hour right now. So anyway, that's where we're at. Let me show you the pile of rock we got to move. So I'm still in the bedroom, and you can see that little pile of rock. You can also see Boris out there hunting. And we're going to move that little pile, what remains of that, into this bedroom and spread it out for a little bit of a foundation for that dry pour. All right, we've got the temporary door out. The shoring post, I always forget what that thing's called, that red post, is out. Don checked level on the bottom. We're very happy it's level. We're still going to like triple check our measurements when we get to put that door in. Make sure there's not a whole lot of residual damage from when the wall collapsed and just shifted everything. So he's coming now with some gravel, and we're going to get to moving. I got to get gloves. I know it's crazy to say it, but we are officially dried in. I know we got the bathroom done way ahead of time, and this was the last door. This door had a temporary door. I'm sure you probably have seen it in a few of the videos, made out of OSB and 2x4s, and we had that shoring post in the middle, but we finally got this stinking slider in, the last of everything, so we are officially dried in. Well, guess what? We did not get our shipment, so we're waiting one more week. We don't get it then, it's a definite cancel. So I don't know what your experience is with some of the big box stores. We normally shop one particular brand, And before we ordered our bags of cement for this dry pour project, we compared prices, and there was a significant difference. Enough so that when we bought, 8 pallets of concrete bags, bagged concrete, that the difference was significant enough to go with the competitor. Also, their delivery price was a bit cheaper by about $40. We didn't know they used an outside trucking company to make this delivery, and it's just not working. So originally we were told Friday, May 12th would be our delivery day. We waited and waited and waited. They finally sent Dawn an email that said, oh, it's not going to be today. And Dawn was a little upset because it wasn't going to be that day, and they didn't call. He said it was kind of a chicken way to get out of talking to somebody on the phone. So he called them, and they rescheduled for Wednesday, Wednesday? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22nd? No. Yes. And Friday, he said, keep in mind, we've got rain in our forecast. So sure enough, Tuesday it rained. Wednesday, the day it was supposed to be delivered, it rained. The truck driver calls to get directions, and Dawn says, is the load protected from the weather? And the driver goes, on the sides it is. And Dawn said, you understand, this is powder concrete. The bags should not get wet. And he said, well, I can't guarantee that. So we canceled that delivery, and they're going to try again next week. So hopefully we'll have some footage for you for next week. I think that's going to be it for this week's video. It really wasn't everything we wanted it to be. We wanted to start the dry pour and get everybody a look to see what that's all about and how simple it is. We haven't done it yet, but we just from looking, it's like, seriously, why didn't somebody think of this before? Especially for people who don't have experience, who aren't professional with concrete. And even when you're working with the ready mix stuff, if you don't order exactly what you want or more than what you want, you can have a disaster by having a portion of the pour not be completed. So anyway, that's where we're at. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Any comments, questions in that comment section below the video, and we will see you next time, hopefully with some dry pour footage. Bye.